Hey there, I'm here to talk about my dad, Brad Cain. I shared some stories last year around this time. This year, March 17th, will mark 12 years since he's been gone. Uh, let's see, I have a story from Joe Coble, which was one of his really good friends, and co-worker for years and years and years. Uh, he said the Saturday before deer season, Dad went out to scout for deer, which he always did. Of course we all do that in southern Missouri. And so yeah, they were at Joe's dad's house, which is like down south of Kabul. And Dad shot a deer a week early before deer season. Yeah, so Joe decided to call the office at work at Tyndall's. They both worked there. He pretended to be a conservation agent. And Joe told Dad that he was going to go to his house and look in his freezer. Well, apparently Dad asked to leave work early, and Joe and the guys were waiting outside, just like waiting to see what his response would be. And Joe said that Dad came out of Tyndall's and his face was completely like white as a sheet, and he was scared to death. He thought he was going to get in big trouble, and I guess Joe and the guys stopped him and laughed at him. Let's see here. He also told me about a story where one of them, Joe or Dad, had shot a deer on somebody else's property, but they didn't want to shoot it again, so they want somebody to hear more than one shot, so they climbed over the fence and pretty much cut the deer's throat. Because they don't, like I said, they didn't want to shoot again and get in trouble. Let's see here. Pauline Lawson, that Dad used to work with, she said she used to call Dad Brat instead of Brad. Whenever she would take a phone call or something for him, she would always write Brat on the note card. And she said one time he was really sick, and she tried to get him to go to the doctor, and she thinks that he had pneumonia. Well, of course, he wouldn't go. She said he went and got a Terramycin? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But anyways, basically it is a pill for calves. So yeah, apparently that might work. I don't know. Let's see here. There's a few stories of mine. We went to Hannibal, Missouri one time. And if any of you are familiar with that, it's like where Mark Twain lived, and he wrote all the Huck Finn stories there. And they have the paddle boat is what I'm trying to say, and on the Missouri River, and they had like pirates. We went on the boat. They had the pirates like supposedly shoot at us from offshore. They had like a fake gun or whatever, and I remember whenever the pirates shot at us, I swear to God, I felt something hit me in the neck. I don't know. I guess it was in my head. I was really, really, really young. I was probably like 7 or 8. Anyways, yeah. So like I went on and on and on about it, and Dad was like, you haven't been shot." And I was like, yes, I have. Look. And he was like, no, you haven't. But one of those crazy things that we do as kids. Let's see here. My sister Lindsay apparently let a fire extinguisher set one off in Kmart one time, a long time ago when they had them down low. And Mom was telling me, Lindsay pressed the button and it went shh, and apparently it went up over the aisle or whatever, and her and Dad went each way, with the girls, and they got a really big kick out of that. And I guess Dad carried that joke on for a long time with Lindsay. Let's see here. One time I was golfing with Dad. We were on hole number 2, out at Wedgwood, outside of Kabul, between Kabul and Mountain Grove. And I hit my ball. I was probably like 14 or so, and it bounced, and I didn't see it bounce, but and then it got on the green and it curved around, and it stopped right on the lip of the cup, and stopped. And Dad went crazy because he never got in a hole-in-one. You know, he was a great golfer, you know, for years, and he never got in a hole-in-one. But he always told me, he said, "Son, I wish that you would have gotten, you know, that hole-in-one. Wish it would have went in. It didn't, but yeah, I'll never forget that. He was there with me whenever that happened. I still haven't gotten a hole-in-one yet, so I'm gonna work on that." Yeah, let's see here. Now, him and Taryn used to golf a lot together, and she's really good as well. It kind of runs the family, and so him and Taryn won a tournament one time. I don't know if it was at Wedgwood or where it was. But yeah, and she hit from the men's tee. She didn't want to hit from the ladies' tee, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and Dad thought that was really neat too. Yeah, we used to play ping pong a lot in Grandma's basement. I don't know if I'd mentioned that before in the videos I made last year or not, but that was awesome, like really awesome. And you know, him and Brent and Danny and I think Derek even, you know, used to go to tournaments and play. Yeah, and Dad would like put a curve on his hits. Like, I don't know how he did it, but and then he would like make it spin, you know, and it would like hit your side and bounce back over. So basically, there was no way for you to, you know, have a chance of hitting it back to him. He was awesome at ping pong too. Let's see here. Back to deer hunting. So my first year I went deer hunting. It was getting really late. It was starting to get dark, you know, and I had to be in a play. It was 8th grade play. And so we had some deer come through, you know, like we heard them coming. And somebody had scared them. And they came running. Well, I had like a 30-30 down, like 30-06. And Dad's like, shoot. And so, like, I tossed my gun up, and I'm just, like, shooting away, you know. And I got shot one on my heel and stomach. And we traced that deer, and and there was blood everywhere and such, you know. And it got so dark, and we didn't have flashlights or anything. I had to be in town to get to the play, you know. So I never actually got my first deer until after he passed away. But I got close that day. Let's see here. And we had some horses. That's what we used to, you know, we used to train horses and such. Yeah. So anyway, we had a horse named Shay, and she was just a couple years old, maybe 3 or so. And I remember one day she took off across the yard, bucking with Dad on her, you know, and just going crazy for no apparent reason. I don't know if something spooked her or what, but I'll never forget when she finally got Dad off. He hit the ground, I mean, harder than, I mean, she dropped him, yeah, and he was hurt pretty bad, and it seems like he walked with a limp for a really long time after that. But I remember being really mad at that horse for that. Cause yeah, I mean, we never found the reason why she did it. I don't know, maybe she was just feeling good that day, who knows. But it was really weird too, because like Dad was her favorite person, so you know, whatever. Weird horse. Let's see here. I guess that's really all I got to share tonight, though. I might film some more later. Not really sure. Try to come up with some more stories. Alright, thanks for watching.